And we are live. Tanaki King, Shane Tally reporting live from the streets of Joliet right now. Oh boy, fucking around. I got myself for a birthday / Christmas gift. Shout out to the Sagittariuses out there. I got a 2026 Chevy Traverse. 4 miles on it. And I go through the car wash often, touchless car washes and shit. And I have to say I'm unhappy with Chevrolet. This shark fin antenna, you might have recognized them on the back of the cars, probably never really paid any attention to them and shit. This shit came off at the fucking touchless car wash. And I'm pissed the fuck off. I actually don't want to go to the dealership. It's under warranty. I know I shouldn't, but I want to drill this motherfucker back on myself because I actually don't. The thing that fuck with me is the aesthetics of it because it looks much better when the motherfucker is on there. Because it's actually supposed to be the fucking antenna and shit to keep it a buck. I don't even listen to the radio. So I was thinking about drilling this motherfucker on here. I'm trying to wait it out. But I hate the fucking dealership and shit. They kind of dogged me out because I had another car at first. And certified dealership sold me a motherfucking lemon. So I really don't want to fuck with them. So I'm trying to wait it out. I should go to another dealership and shit and get this shit did. Because I really don't want to go back up there. But I'm thinking about just bolting this motherfucker down with two drywall screws and calling it a day. Because you wouldn't be able to see the drywall screws and shit once I put them bitches in there. But I gotta keep it a buck and shit. I seen a bunch of videos talking about Chevy Traverses and new cars and all the shit that go on with them and shit. I do a lot of traveling as far as road trips and shit like that, so I decided to give it a chance because I had to connect. But there's actually something wrong with this motherfucker. I saw a couple videos talking about not getting Chevy Traverses and probably should have listened because when I cut this motherfucker off, be doing all types of weird shit. I think I'm gonna stick it out and not bolt that motherfucker down myself because I'm fighting not to. You know what I'm saying? Because this shit is ridiculous. The radio actually still working this shit. I didn't drive anything like that to see how it functions and shit, but I think this is still under warranty. They really didn't tell me shit. We just ordered the part. Everything is made in China now and then just put together over in the U.S. and shit, but the U.S. doesn't make anything. All these American brands aren't really American brands anymore. You know, cheap labor and shit like that over in China. So, you know, they get to some technical shit that goes on with all this shit. The final assembly on some of this shit gives them, that's the loophole and shit to say made in America and shit, but not too much of anything is made in America, even the heartbeat of America is no longer made in America. It's fucked up. Let me know what you think about Chevrolets and shit, the new ones. I can't see this particular Chevy lasting because I have a 05 Toyota Scion, 20 years old, had it for 6 years myself, got it during the pandemic, and you know, I had to fix shit on it because it's 20 years old, so it kind of had a little bit of rust and shit, but I actually got 6 years, maybe like 5 years or more out of it before I really even had to do shit to it. Changed the alternator. That's the original alternator was on it, so the car actually got a 20-year run out of the original alternator. The original starter still on that motherfucker. Changed the battery. I changed the battery. Got a few years out of the battery that was in it. I doubt that was the original battery that was in it, but it was the original alternator starter. Everything else, had to change the blower motor. Was down in Houston and shit. Record heat wave, 3 months, 2023 record heat wave. It was 100 degrees every day for 3 months straight. Even at night when the sun was down, it was still 98, 100 motherfucking degrees and shit like that. So I actually have more faith in my 05 than I do my 2026, my 05 that I had for 6 years myself, than I do the 2026 that I've only had for 6 or 7 months. Yeah, this Chevrolet shit, man, I ain't gonna even lie, shit, the whole ordeal with it. I like the truck, but I know the truck is fucked up. I ain't gonna lie, because I actually was going for the Toyota and shit. I'm more so a Toyota man and shit. You know, you can get 300,000-400,000 miles and shit out of the Toyota and shit, as long as you change the oil, keep some good oil in it. I don't have faith in Chevy like that anymore. I think the last batch of good Chevys, you might have like 2015 at best, but I want to say maybe 09, 2010 or some shit like that. Shit was still somewhat metal. Everything in this motherfucker is plastic. You know, all this shit is plastic. You got to be careful, the grill and shit. Like I said, going through the car wash, rip that motherfucker off. The touch-free car wash. I don't fuck with them car washes with them big-ass brushes that hit off your car. You know, you be in a car wash, that motherfucker be like, you know, I don't even fuck with none of that shit. You know what I'm saying? Touchless car wash, but it does have the high velocity wind air blower when you come through to blow the water off your shit and it be somewhat dry, and that's what blew that motherfucking cap off. Cheaply made shit, you know what I'm saying, but this shit be causing $1,000 or whatever the fuck to fix. I don't like that shit. So you know, it's probably be my last up-to-date car. You know, if you leasing some shit, you get that shit back, but buying these pieces of shit, this motherfucker be doing some crazy ass shit, so it might have some type of electrical problem or some shit. So I don't know. I'm not sure you can get 6 years out of a Chevy Traverse like you could a Toyota anything. I just got to keep it a buck. That's it for my rant about my 2026 Chevy Traverse. That's pretty much it. I do an update if I decide to put that motherfucker up there. Because I'm at the Walmart right now, shit, waiting on some orders. So I might drill that motherfucker up there myself. But I'm going to wait it out and see what that warranty do. But I ain't fucking with these shits no more. It's over with. I'm done. I get back at you. Get gang shame.